What's up guys, Josh Luck here, and in today's video I'm going to talk about 4 things you should avoid when running your Etsy store. So I made some videos in the past on what to do for your Etsy store or how to improve your Etsy store, but I feel like it's just as important to know what not to do and things to avoid. So in this video I'm going to talk about some of those, and I apologize in advance. Most of the tips are related to SEO, but SEO is arguably the most important thing you can do to grow your store, so it fits. So without further ado, let's jump in here to Etsy and get started with these 4 tips. Alrighty, so we're here in Etsy, and this is my shop, Waypoint Printables, so I'm going to use this as an example for this video. And the first tip is not doing keyword research or just using random keywords. So on your listing, you have multiple places that you can put keywords. You can do it in the title, the description, the tags, but if you go into it and just write down keywords willy-nilly without doing your research, you may miss-target your audience or not realize that you're actually targeting a poor keyword when there's other options out there. So one thing you can do to combat that is use a keyword planner tool. And the keyword planner tool I'm going to use is Allura, however we say it. And you can find this by going to allura.io and set up a free account. So I'm going to show you how to use this tool. It's super handy for making sure you target the right keywords. So if you don't already have an account, I've kind of talked about this platform in the past, so I really recommend using it. It's free to set up an account. There is a paid version, which I don't have. I just have the free one. But go ahead and set up an account, and then meet me in your dashboard, and we're going to go over to the keyword finder. So this keyword finder is a great tool for typing in keywords and seeing how successful they are. So in my shop, I do printables, and so the keyword I have done in the past is emergency binder. So let's type that in, and we will search that. We can see some statistics for this keyword. So it breaks down the amount of views, how many people search for it, what the competition is, how many sales have been related to it, and the average price. But the most important thing is seeing how many views and sales are in that keyword, and then how high the competition is. So with this one, you notice the competition is pretty high. So even though I've targeted this one, there may be some better keywords out there that I could spend my time attacking or going after in contrast. So one thing you can do if you notice the keyword you're going after has high competition, you can go down here and see similar keywords. And if you have the paid version, you can see the stats directly in here. But if you have the free one, you're just going to have to copy and paste and research it. So let's say I look through here and I'm like, oh, in case of emergency. So I'm going to try that keyword and then search it. And then I can kind of see if that's a better keyword for me to go after. Ooh, so this is actually a worse keyword for me to go after. So the competition is extremely high. There's less sales and less views. So in reality, emergency binder would be a better keyword for me to go after. And in doing research, I now feel confident that I chose the right keyword. So make sure you do keyword research and just avoid targeting keywords that have high competition. So the second tip I have is using long tail keywords and avoid using general keywords. So the difference between general keywords and long tail keywords is obviously long tail, as the name implies, they're longer and they're more specific. So a lot of people fall into the trap of using generic keywords like I have here necklaces. And the problem is when you use necklaces, yes, it's a very popular keyword, but the problem is a lot of people use these generic keywords. And so if you notice, there's about 7 million results in necklaces. So the competition is very high, and although a lot of people search for it, you're better off using long tail keywords. And what that means is, so instead of necklaces, which would be a generic keyword, I should do something along the lines of summer pendant necklace. So it's a bit longer, it's more specific, and it really describes what your product is. And if you'll notice, there's only about 50,000 results. So less competition, and then people who search summer pendant necklaces, they are more targeted to be looking for that specific thing as opposed to just a general necklace. So I hope that makes sense. But basically, if you use long tail, more descriptive keywords, you'll get less competition and more opportunities to find people who want that exact thing. So you may get less traffic overall, but the traffic you do get will be more targeted, will be more likely to convert, and just better overall. So I hope that makes sense, but basically what I'm saying is use long tail keywords over generic keywords. Okay, and then the third tip, I apologize, it's another keyword tip, but again, keywords are probably the most important thing for getting traffic to your store, along with other SEO things, but yep, it's another keyword tip. And that is to avoid only using keywords in the tags. Now, there's a whole bunch of other places you can do keywords, but a lot of people, again, fall into the trap of just putting it within their tags. So in your product listing, you see here, you can add keywords into the title separated by commas. Remember, use long tail over generic keywords. As you can see, I have in case of emergency printable, and then you can also put keywords within the description. Now, do not keyword stuff the description. Make sure they're integrated into a description that flows smoothly, and they're not just like listed separated by a whole bunch of commas like in the title. And then in addition to those two places, don't forget the tags. So you can do tags, description, header, and I'm sure there's some other places you can put keywords, but don't neglect putting them in other places and just put them in the tags. That won't get you very far. And the fourth tip I have for you on things to avoid is only focusing on one part of SEO. SEO, there's a whole bunch of different things that go into it, so you want to make sure you're hitting it from every angle. And what that means is taking advantage of the different ticks and features that the algorithm uses to push your store further. And so Etsy has actually come out and confirmed, unlike a lot of other things that use algorithms, they have confirmed some of the things that influence their algorithm and what ranks on a page. So a few things that influence your algorithm, obviously the SEO and keywords that I just talked about, but also the store description. So at the very bottom you see your shop policies. Etsy really likes if you have a fully filled out description of your store, you have a privacy policy, and if you don't know how to make a privacy policy, I actually have a video I created a couple weeks ago. I'll link that in the description. Etsy really encourages you to have free shipping, or at least cheap shipping. They have something called a customer quality or a store quality score, and the price of shipping goes into that score. So there's a few different things you can do here and there just to improve your overall algorithmic score. So basically just make sure all your information is filled out, you have free shipping, your store is clean, everything is like nothing's blank, there's no things with no descriptions or images, everything's filled out, and then you should be good to go. So those are 4 things you can avoid to hopefully help your store rank better. There's a whole bunch of other tips that I could use, so if y'all like this video and thought it was helpful, let me know and I'll make a part 2 with some more tips. But for now, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped. Feel free to subscribe. I post twice a week, and I will see y'all in the next video. Thanks for watching.